few weeks ago there was an article in the paper about a petition that was being circulated by a resident that appeared to be asking to keep the invocations the way they are and also to keep the Light Up Winter Garden the way they are. The focus of that article, the focus of her complaint, seemed to be that she didn't want it to change. I had written this letter to the editor, which has not yet been published, doesn't look like it's going to be published, but I thought I would share it with you tonight. With respect to her petition, Bennett Flemister is quoted as saying, "Residents like Winter Garden the way it is and don't want it to change. And why must you change the way things have traditionally been done?" I'd like to point out that the way that invocations are currently done is not the way invocations have traditionally been done. The current process in which local representatives provide the invocation has only been in place for 3 years. Prior to that, we had 6 months of no invocations, and prior to that, invocations were typically given by a commissioner. Things have already changed, and they will continue to change. Change is not an evil to be avoided, it is the price we pay to be better humans. Tradition can be pleasant and comforting, homey and inviting, but when tradition excludes, when it divides, when it discriminates, it must be abandoned. In these situations, tradition is malignant, and we want to keep our traditions is tantamount to embracing the illness rather than curing it. Whether it has been in place for 3 years or 300 years, a tradition that lacks compassion and equality should be changed. The fact is that the current invocation policy allows the commissioners to discriminate with respect to who may give an invocation. Not only that, but they have shown over the last 3 years that they are willing to turn a hypothetical into a reality. Regardless of the age of this tradition, its discriminatory features show that it must be changed. Winter Garden needs to treat every citizen equally, so says common decency and the Supreme Court of the United States. That's the end of my letter, but I'd like to add that for at least 1.5 years now, no commissioners have uttered a single syllable in response to the comments that I've made here in chambers. The mayor has actually said to me in public on Plant Street in front of witnesses, quote, "There's no discrimination in Winter Garden," end quote. I invite the rest of the commissioners, for the benefit of everyone, to let us know whether you agree or disagree with my claim. Does the current policy allow for discrimination in theory? And is it discrimination in practice when some people are chosen 4 times in 3 years and others have never been chosen?